So this next topic is going to be called Have the Chargers Done Enough? Have the Chargers done enough? Um, they've signed Chris Harris Jr., they've signed a great left tackle. They've let quite a few people go though. They've let Travis Benjamin go, which they should have. They've let Melvin Gordon go and should have. See, the only thing the problem that about all of the players that we let go, I just hope that Melvin Gordon thing don't come back to bite us because we have to play Denver uh, twice a year. Uh, and I just it's just something in my craw, man, to tell me that he's gonna try to do us in, man. He's gonna try to do us in. He actually has the power to do us in. You know what I'm saying? He's learned a lot of things from the Chargers. He learned a lot of things on how we do with running backs, how we try to do little nicks and necks to try to get an extra 3 to 4 yards. For his jumping over players and stuff like that. He learned that from our organization. The problem is, man, I don't think the Chargers have done enough. I don't think the Chargers have done enough. We do have kind of a cheap owner. You know what I'm saying? Which we're gonna have to figure out this stadium situation, man, because I don't think they're doing enough to draw attention to the stadium, and that could be a problem. That could be a problem for the Chargers long term. Not doing enough to get fans in the seats. Winning might not be enough. I mean, it wasn't enough the year we went 12-4 in 2018. Winning wasn't enough. And for some franchises, winning just ain't enough. Winning is just not enough. Um, You're moving into a stadium where you're practically sharing a stadium with a team that has fans all over. They're like almost the Cowboys, man. The LA Rams got fans all over, man. St. Louis, Oklahoma, California, Texas. You know, I just don't think that the Chargers have done enough. And also, man, I don't think it was a good idea for Coach Lynn to put all his eggs in one basket with Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor? I remember Tyrod Taylor playing against the Chargers and getting benched because the defense was too much for him. And when they benched him, the quarterback who replaced him came in and threw like 6 interceptions. So I'm like, you want to trust your career because you're really coaching for your career at this point, and you want to put your eggs in one basket with Tyrod Taylor, who's a journeyman at quarterback. I just don't see that. I just don't see that. That's not something that I would bet my career on. Tyrod Taylor, someone who's only won like 4 games over 500. I mean, maybe he knows something that I don't know. But at this point, I mean, the Chargers should be trying to get a quarterback. To me, I think the Chargers should sign Cam Newton and draft Isaiah Simmons at number 6. Or you could try to get Tua. But one thing about you have to actually when you're dealing with leagues and players and history, because this is what we're watching. That's why sports is so popular, because we're actually watching history. We're actually watching history. You know, and I think signing a former MVP who went 15-1 versus a journeyman who's went 24-21, something like that. I think the better choice is Cam Newton. At least make it a quarterback competition. I mean, you're putting all our eggs in one basket with Tyrod Taylor. I mean, all of the moves that we've made could just be for nothing. For one, he can't stay healthy. For two, he's just not a winner in my eyes. And I mean, TT needs to see that. I mean, some things you can't let Coach Lynn do. I mean, Coach Lynn is practically new to all of this, and you're going to let him trust his career in coaching on Tyrod Taylor, someone who's a journeyman at quarterback and has had some moments. But I mean, when we're talking about him and Cam Newton, it's a no brainer who I would pick. I mean, 15-1 MVP and went to a Super Bowl. I mean, at least if Cam Newton doesn't work out or he get beat out, you still could trade him. I just don't think the Chargers have done enough. And like I was saying on recent history, one thing about it is I don't I'm kind of one of those guys that think that if you draft a quarterback in the first round, he should be from a small school because most of the top high schools and college, they don't put out good quarterbacks. I can't remember the last time an Alabama quarterback won a Super Bowl. I mean, I just don't see it. I haven't seen a lot of big name quarterbacks from big name schools win a lot of Super Bowls. That's all I'm saying. Me, I think the Chargers should draft Jordan, see if they could draft Jordan Love in maybe the second round. Or maybe try to get Easton. I mean, Eason. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right in a lot of situations. I thought we should have signed that tackle from Green Bay, and they did it. The one big sign that they had that was unexpected was the Chris Harris Jr. sign. I just didn't think that they could pull that off. I just didn't think they could pull that off. Maybe they're prepping for the injury situation. But if we sign Cam Newton right now today, and then we draft Isaiah Simmons, hell, I think we would be instant favorites. You know, I'm kind of like I like how the Pittsburgh Steelers do their drafting, man. They draft for positions, but they also draft the best person at that position at that time. And they always sign nasty offensive line players and nasty defensive line players. I would just hope that the Chargers want to make a good impression this season, man, because we're in a unique situation that everybody's not in. Only team that's in this unique situation we're in is the Raiders. That's it. We're going to a whole new stadium. We're practically drafting a quarterback. We don't have a solid quarterback to start for us next year. And I ain't gonna lie, Carr for the Raiders, he would be a nice pickup for the Chargers too. I think he would actually be a real nice pickup for the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody. I don't know about Tyrod Taylor, man. No one's gonna pay the asking price for those tickets to go see Tyrod Taylor start for the Chargers, unless he just comes out and just lights it up. And he's like instantly electrifying. That's the only way I see that happening. Other than that, I just don't see it. Get in the comments below. Let me know how you feel of my little Urban Link commentary on this subject. All right.